Good morning. I just woke up and was feeling full of excitement because last night I stayed up until like 2 or 3 in the morning going through all my videos, and I just had this idea that I wanted to make a little video compilation, a vlog if you like, of all the little clips from my life in the past few months, because it's been such a special time. And I guess the reason for this video is I wanted to create something that reminded me of this time of change, because I know that the things I've learned in the last few months and all the joy and love and lessons I've received are going to change the way that I think for the rest of my life. So it's quite special, and I guess also just a record of joy and beautiful things. And I always want to take time to recognize and be grateful for all of the joy in my life, and there's a lot of it right now. This is a little diary entry I wrote on the 15th of February. I just had my last session with my therapist. When I walked in, I was beaming and said I fell in love. Over the session, my therapist helped me to realize that I didn't just fall in love with this man. As she said, I think you've finally fallen in love with yourself. And my eyes filled with tears because she's right. At the end of the session, she asked me what I'm going to take with me on my coming journeys and travels with myself. I talked about all the things I'd already mentioned: taking time for myself, connecting, treating myself with respect and love that I give to others, sitting with my feelings, being patient and kind to myself in times of rapid growth and in times of slow growth. My therapist said, people often talk about baggage as a negative thing, but I think you're carrying a pretty amazing bag there. I cried all the way home, happy tears, and I laughed, and I said thank you over and over. The thank yous were for my therapist for everything she's taught me, for the man in my life for showing me what love can mean, for God, for the connections, the experiences, the pain and the joy that has brought me to where I am, and for myself, for growing and learning, for being vulnerable, for putting down my shit, for acknowledging my worth, for seeing all the parts of myself and loving them. What an incredible, beautiful gift this existence is. I never thought I would know peace and contentment like I currently feel. It is more than a gift. It is a miracle. Magic. And the magic is all around, but most importantly, it is within.
Sophie. Sophie.
No, no todavía. No hace tiempo.
Si no estás acostumbrado a lo que yo me mandé, te va a picar la garganta.
No, me reí.
Martín.
Probamos poquito, poquito más. Una puntita.
Hello. Today I am going to be chucking together a little Israeli couscous halloumi thing salad. I've done enough for like 2 meals, I'm hoping. So this is half a cup of Israeli couscous, and then yeah, just fried some halloumi up and put half a head of broccoli, 1 carrot, and half a can of chickpeas in the oven, just with some oil, salt and pepper, and yeah, looking pretty tasty, honestly. The broccoli's gone a bit crispy, and I don't know, honestly I'm feeling quite excited. I made this for the first time the other day, and I was like, holy shit, I'm onto something for sure. So this is what we're working with right now. The fact that it's still a bit warm from the oven is just delightful. And this is a little balsamic dressing I've made up. Probably won't be able to see much, but it's just olive oil, balsamic vinegar, 1 fresh clove of garlic, a teaspoon of honey, and some lemon juice. And I'm just gonna pour that over, and then get all the garlic, and then get my hands nice and dirty. Oh, it honestly smells so good. Yay. I think this is going to be just as good, if not better, than my last one, which makes me thoroughly excited. And when it smells this good, you have to do a little sample bite to make sure, you know. That is beautiful. Yum. Oh, I really would love to eat a bowl of this right now. I had the exact same problem the other day. You can probably hear it's raining outside right now, which is funny because yesterday was like perfect, beautiful sunny day. So you never know what you're gonna get at the minute. And I just heated up a little pre-packaged chickpea noodle soup and made some avocado toast. And funny combination, I know, but the other day I was at the supermarket for the first time in like an appallingly long time, and as I was walking through, I just thought, like, I just crave like nourishing food right now. Like, I'm just eating shit, you know, like I was just eating like pizzas and stuff at work, and then just like lots of sweet stuff, and just never felt like I was having like nourishing meals. And I just got to the point where, like, I know it sounds like the usual cliche shit, but honestly my body was like, where is a vegetable? Like, what are nutrients? We can't remember what that is anymore. So here I am trying to get myself back into cooking, and I thought this would be kind of a nice way to do it. If some days, you know, I always love cooking when I start, but some days it feels really hard to start. So this is a good little halfway between. So tasty too. just like really salty, like a chicken noodle soup would be. Which is perfect for a day like today. I have had quite a lot on my mind the last few days. I found out some news a couple of days ago, and it was news that brought back something for me that has been pretty heavy to deal with, but incredibly I actually feel quite like capable of like working through this, which is, I don't think I ever would have felt like this before, but it's quite cool because recently, the last maybe 3 months have been like a pretty transformative time in my life. Not just because of the people I've met and how my situation's changed from being a student to working, and there were a lot of reasons why life changed, but probably the biggest one was that my relationship with myself changed, or has begun to change, and that happened through going to therapy, that happened through finally like opening myself up to change, and a lot of reasons. But regardless, the last 3 months have been incredible, and I've grown a lot and learned a lot, and there was this kind of fear over that time that like something bad was bound to happen. I knew that something bad would happen eventually, or not necessarily bad, but something upsetting, or just life. That's how it goes. We have periods where we feel like there are a lot of happy things we're experiencing and surrounded by, and there are periods where we feel surrounded by grief or loss or anger or sadness, whatever it might be. And so I was aware of that, but I was allowing myself to fully soak up the joy of that period without worrying about where the future was going to take me. Just trusting that feeling of deep contentedness that I was finding was not a matter of my situation, but a matter of where my heart was and where I was choosing to be mindfully, soulfully every day. And so I guess over that time I was really believing that this was about a change of a way of living my life rather than just as a result of being in a happy situation. And the news that I just received was definitely like a smack from life out of nowhere. Like, shit, where did that come from? And I'm saying it with a smile, but it wasn't happy news, but I've been okay, and that's what feels like a real miracle to me. It's something that gives me so much hope and relief and joy. So that's the end of this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you get the chance to give and receive lots of love today.